I saw a post on Facebook that someone was running to the bank.
Yes.
What's the deal with that?
Once we get over 60, then we put up prize money, and we had record prize money last week.
And so what's in it for first, second, third?
So we'll work on probably around about...
So this is something slightly different. If you want to skip ahead, by all means you can skip to the end. The chapters are below. But essentially this video is mostly not so much a race report, but what I've learned during the race, and I will do that voice over some of the race footage, as well as give you some thoughts right here before we kick into that bit. This was an eye-opener for me in terms of road racing and in terms of where I am fitness-wise. And for those of you who don't know my backstory, you can listen now or you can skip forward. Essentially, in a nutshell, what happened was that I was off the bike for a good 4 years, or just over 4 years. So 2018, end of 2018, 19, 20, 21, and the whole of 22. When I say off the bike, it means that I wasn't really pushing myself, wasn't riding much at all, because every time I pushed myself I would get nerve pain. What had happened before was I went through this whole episode of depression, mental health stuff that also left me with a lot of scars on my legs, but that's a different story. Sort of related, but I'm not going to get into that today. And every time I pushed myself, as in if I went into the red, I would get nerve pain, and so I essentially couldn't competitively ride or even try doing KOM segments for fun like I used to. And that was that was tough. But I met someone by chance, and his dad was a neurologist, and he gave me a protocol over Zoom. And that's when I started my Instagram, my YouTube channel actually, and then Instagram, to basically chart my return to cycling. And so all these videos and everything is my way of leaving a digital footprint of my return, I would say, after also coming back from being in a very, very bad mental space where I essentially woke up in hospital wondering why I was still alive. But I'm not going to go into that today. If you'd like to know a little bit more, I can share. I'm more than happy to chat with you, share my journey of going through depression. Before that, going through depression and then abuse, and then suicide, and coming back from all of that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and please like, if you're not subscribed yet. If you like my content, please subscribe. I love the comments as well, so fill my comments below. I read every single one, and I look forward to seeing you guys out on the road if you're here in Perth. If not, wherever you may be, ride safe and enjoy this video. It is race day, and it is the first road race of 2025. I'm racing with Midland. Super good. Pretty excited. Not really sure what to expect, because I'm racing back in Cat 2 B grade. We've got a good team out today, and hopefully things work out all right. Let me just take my bike out. Welcome back to more commentary, and this first road race in Cat B for 2025 was super exciting for me. I've been preparing for months, doing zone 2, doing intervals, and trying to improve myself, racing, and just trying to improve my racecraft. And so riding together with the team, and I would like to extend my thanks to Ben Heald and the rest of the guys who just warmly welcomed me into the Midland racing team, and to be able to race together, I think is such a fun thing. I really appreciate it. So props to you guys. I appreciate it. I love the riding and how you guys pushed me to my absolute limit. Well, this race was going to be interesting, and I chose to go in Cat B instead of Cat C because I had a team. And if I was going to race in Cat C, I would race basically solo again. And the idea of racing together with a team was so enticing, and so I took it up. Might have been a bit more than I could chew, but hey, gotta give it a crack, right? Race day is always fun, exciting, interesting. Never really know what race conditions are gonna be like. Whether you drop out early off the back, hang on in the middle, get the contest for the final sprint. But one thing that you can rely on safely when you race is that it's almost always going to be fun. And yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Yeah, a little bit about my bike setup for today. I've realized that I've kept going back to my Shimano S5s. They are by far, I think, the most comfortable of the 3 pairs of shoes that I have, especially for racing. The Nimbles are nice, but they don't quite fit the same way these Shimanos do. And somehow, even though the Shimanos are the oldest pair of shoes I have and not the lightest, they're the most comfortable, and comfort is everything. My bike setup for this race, I've taken off my saddlebag for once. And so essentially, let me just walk you through it. IGP Sport, I've got my computer, camera's going to go under here. Aero handlebars, nothing much has changed. I've had this sticker for a little while. Polaris 56s. Okay, my tires, I've pumped them 65-75 psi, so 65-75, and I'm running 30 mil, so they're nice and fat. Yes. Yeah, saddlebag has been removed. Now I've got 2 bottles today, running two bottles. This is the SIS carbs, so 80 grams of carbs. I've added some sugar as well, so this is quite thick, so I'm not carrying any gels, and this is plain water in case I need to rinse my mouth or just pour it down my back if it gets hot. My rear is a 1034, not 10, 1134, and front is a standard 5236 Neutron power meter, and yeah, that's about it. Nothing much has really changed. The helmet I'm running today is the Ekoi AR, I think it's a 14 Aero helmet. It was now time to catch up with the boys and also walk around to the tent where I would find Lee, who basically helps with the West Coast Master Cycling Council in organizing all these different races. Let's have a word with him. How are Regos today?
Record numbers. So yeah, very, very happy. Everybody, we've got a good vibe happening. Very now nice. It's coming back. Everyone's coming back.
I saw a post on Facebook that someone was running to the bank.
Yes.
What's the deal with that?
Once we get over 60, then we put up prize money, and we had record prize money last week, and we're doing prize money
today.
Yeah, prize money is good. Everybody that wins has to be a member though. Okay, so you want to win prize money, you become a member and you stand on the podium.
And so what's in it for first, second, third?
So we'll work on probably around about $100 for first, 70 and then 50.
Oh, that's
so cool. Yeah, everyone has an opportunity to get their entry fee back and win a bit more.
Very nice.
All right.
Fantastically.
So yeah, anyone that is turning 29, anyone that's turning 30, the year of entry, has the opportunity to race. So you can be 29, turning 30 this year, you can race.
Okay, amazing. Sounds
all right.
Good.
So bring it on down.
All right. Cheers, man.
Cheers, bud.
Just out doing a lap of the course, and on paper it looks pretty flat, although well, it is flat. 10Ks at 24 meters of elevation, so it's flat as a pancake.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's it's flat-ish. There's a few pinch points which
It's lumpy.
It's a bit lumpy, man. You'll love it though. You'll love it. It's I'll show you where a lot of people drop.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just around the corner here, but yeah, we're in for a fun day.
Alright, here we go. See you guys later. The race was absolutely packed with riders from the bike plays, SPR, Unicorn, Dome, you name it, Inform were there as well. And everything went off to a big start. Now the race footage wise, I'll tell you, I don't have too much footage. I don't have telemetry on, and that's because I did not record the whole race. I've got to figure out a way to record the road races in full so I can get the telemetry in. But until then, I don't think I will have much telemetry for road racing. Criteriums, yes, because they're shorter, but road races are super long. And the idea for today was to actually get the last couple of laps. Each lap was about 10 kilometers, 10.7 kilometers. And essentially, it was a little bit windy as well. And early on in this race, what happened was this. The race took off. For the first 3 laps or so, everyone was together. There was a massive group. I think B grade had 30 plus riders. I think it was 36 or 37. And everyone sort of stuck together. It was actually really, really chill for most of the ride. People could talk and stuff like that. And then it split. Jethro Nagel of Dome went up together with Michael Boy, who's riding solo, and my understanding is that they went forward and about half of the group actually went ahead. So Midland Cycling Club had 8 riders, including myself, in this race, and that's a lot of people in a race. Team of 8 is huge. And so with 4 of us at the back, we decided not to chase and create a break. So right now, I just want you to look at number 67. That's the guy in a red, the Dome jersey. His name is Doug. Dougie is a very, very strong rider. He's not young by any means. Well, none of us are young anymore, but he is one strong rider. He rides track, he rides road, he rides, well, whatever, everything. And basically, the idea was basically to keep Doug off the podium as a team and put one of our guys on the podium. And Doug, if you're hearing that, yes, that was our plan. You are a great rider. We've got lots of respect for you, man. Doug is one of the most wily and cunning and smart and strong riders in the Masters peloton. We like to say that he is a bit like a horse whisperer in cycling. We would say a cycling whisperer who'd go up to you and he'd say, "Oi, you should be doing a little bit more," or "Oh, you should take a turn," and before you know it, you're riding at the front, eating the wind, doing a little bit more, burning up energy, and Doug is just sitting behind, just relaxing. So, props to you, Doug. You race really well. It's really up to us to try to outsmart you and your tactics and your strength as well. Doug has a super huge sprint. So here I'm rolling around. You got number 58 in front here. That's Puffy. We've got Jade in the Midland kit just right in front of him. I'm sitting behind him. Nicholas is behind me. I'm just having a quick chat here before I pop back in behind his wheel. The race essentially goes, as I was saying, there was a huge break in front. And that break apparently got 1 minute 30 seconds ahead of us. And with us at the back here, we were basically just sitting at the back because we didn't want to do any work. And so tactically as well, when you're riding in higher grades, in Cat 2 or B grade, tactics become a bigger thing. When it's Cat 3 or Cat 4, we're talking B grade, D grade, C grade, D grade. It's more every man for himself, smash fest, hang on to the wheel, not much tactics at play. The only tactics would be really like, who's got the strongest legs? Boom, go off, you know, do a breakaway and win. But in B grade Cat 2, the thing I enjoy so much is the fact that it is very tactical. And so it's more than just the legs. You gotta have the legs, but more than that, you got to have the brains as well. Know when to go, know when to hold back, and basically play a smart game. If you got numbers, use the numbers to your advantage, and this is what we tried to do. Okay, so just to continue on, a nice sweeping turn. This course was basically like a, if I'm not wrong, there were a couple of turns, and this bit here is a bit painful. It's a really short climb. I think it's like 6 meters of elevation, but it really gets your legs every time you go up. The first couple of laps, you're feeling fine, and then as you go on, this was a total of 7 laps. The 4th lap, the 5th lap, the 6th lap, it would start to get pretty painful. Doug here on the left riding his Specialized, and me creeping up to the front just to make sure I'm there with my mates. One of the things that happened, which was really super funny during this race, was that even though we let the brake go and the brake got like a minute 30 on us, we unintentionally reeled them in, dragging number 67 along back to the main peloton, where he basically sprinted for, he won the bunch sprint, not a podium, because there was a break that went ahead, and so 1, 2, 3 was taken, but Doug got a 4th. Now I want to focus on a couple of things that I learned during this race. Since there's no telemetry, and since it's literally quite boring for road races, here are the few things that I learned about road racing. Number one, things I've learned so far is that when it comes to road racing, you have to fuel yourself well. Road racing is not like a crit. You got a fair number of kilometers more, at least double the number of kilometers in a road race than a criterium. So for a B grade criterium, we do roughly around 30 plus Ks. For a road race, this was 73 kilometers. And so for 73 kilometers, the fueling strategy needs to be important. You need to be able to actually fuel yourself well so that you can go the distance. For me, early on in the video, I had a bottle of 80 grams of carbs together with extra sugar, so it was quite syrupy, and I would take a swig of that every 5 kilometers or so. I would try my best, look down and make sure that I was either going by time or going by the number of kilometers I've gone, and then take a little bit down. My mate Nicholas had snakes on him, so snakes are good, but it's hard to chew and breathe at the same time. This is Nick over here. It's hard to chew and breathe at the same time, and so for me, I went for the drink option. I also had a bottle of water just in case I needed to flush the syrup down from my mouth, wash my mouth, or actually just chuck it over my head if I was feeling hot. Number 2, the second thing I learned is that I want to play smart. Here I'm letting go of the wheel and letting someone roll through because my teammate is in front. And here I have no idea why Mark actually went to close the gap. But anyway, conserve energy. Just like in a criterium, being able to sit in a wheel and /or let other people burn their matches. See, everyone's back together now, and I didn't have to do much at all because they did the work. Sitting in a wheel, choosing a right wheel to go, knowing when to push, knowing when to fall back, that is really, really important. And here I'm just rolling to the back just to sit on a wheel again and get pulled back to the front. So conserving energy is really, really important. That was number 2. Number 3, race in a group that is your fitness level. If the fitness level of the other riders are way higher than yours, you'd be absolutely struggling. For me here, I think borderline B grade at the moment, or borderline Cat 2. But I was clearly less fit than the other riders who were in B group or Cat 2. They were clearly stronger, the fitness was a lot better, the endurance was more, and they could surge and recover a lot quicker than I could. And so if you really want to enjoy your race, like really enjoy and not feel sorry and bad about yourself at the end of the race because you couldn't finish it, choose a grade that you're in, but don't sandbag. Sandbagging is really bad. It doesn't make the race great for other people who are not as fit as yourself. So insert yourself into a grade where you are like mid-pack or maybe upper mid-pack. If you like pain and if you like to really torture yourself, then I guess you could actually go into a group that's stronger than you. That's what I've learned as well. My race today was alright. Now if the guys had gone harder and faster, I would have been dropped, that's for sure. But in this race, because we had so many numbers and we were in the back split, we did not actually, well, the group didn't drop me. Maybe my fitness is improving, I think it is, but it's definitely not B grade yet. This is Ira on the Blue Canyon, the only lady in the peloton today, and she is strong and smart as well. Ira is also the reason why I'm racing with West Coast Masters. I met her the first time at the ATTA time trial at Kings Park before the National Road Race Championships, and she said, "Hey Nat, come race at West Coast Masters." And I said yes, and I popped up, rocked up to it, and I've been hooked ever since. The racing is super fun, the racing is super respectful, the riders are strong, they are competitive, but it is by far the safest. That said, during this race we had one incident. One of our mates, DJ, came off his bike in a corner because of an overlap of wheels. But the rider who was involved in the incident where DJ went down came over after the race looking for him to apologize, and that's the kind of respect that we want to see in racing. Competition, yes, there are risks that we take when racing, but at the end of the day, all of us really want to get home to work, and most everyone in the peloton knows that, and because they know that, they're respectful, and yeah, we just basically look out for each other, and that's something that I love about the racing with the West Coast Masters. All right, so that was number 3. Number 4, tire pressure. Tire pressure is something that's super important, and I think I was a skeptic before, but the Silka tire calculator is something that is worth your time. I'm not being paid to say this, but I've found that it is really good. Go in there, punch in your numbers. Yes, they ask for something in return, which is your email address, where they'll send you marketing stuff, but when you actually use the tire calculator, it really works, and you can choose the road surface and stuff like that. Things will change, and if the road surface is super smooth, I'm basically on 5 bar at the front and 5.1, which is about 70 psi at the front and 75 at the back. In this case, I was running lower psi because the roads were not super smooth, as you can hear. So I was running 60-65 on 30mm tires, Continental GP 5000s. At the time of recording this, I would have changed my tires. I'm running the Maxxis High Road, so I'm really keen to see how the Maxxis High Roads go, and I'll be able to give you guys an idea and a review of how these tires are. Nick here in front of me is just pushing out the watts. Right, his FTP has gone from like low 200s to 308, 315 thereabouts, so he's an absolute beast. Now the last thing, the 5th thing that I have to say for this video, which is the last tip, is that comfort matters. And so make sure you get a good setup on your bike. Make sure that you are dialed in, because you're going to be riding for long, and if you don't set your bike up well, especially for longer rides, you could be susceptible to aches in your triceps, aches in your shoulders, aches in your neck, and all these different aches and pains are going to absolutely ruin your race. So make sure you get a good bike setup from your cleat position all the way to your stem length, your handlebar width, your saddle position. Make sure you're well balanced. That is ultra important. Okay, do you need to go for a bike fit? Well, I'm on the fence for this one. I think a bike fit definitely helps, but if you can't afford a bike fit, there's so many good YouTube videos out there right now, especially from this guy called Neil Stanbury, RCA Cycling. Shout out to you guys over there. I think your videos, RCA and Neil, have done wonders for the cycling community. So really appreciate that. Continue to push out more amazing content that helps riders get set up on their bikes. Okay, so with those 5 tips, I've come to the end of that, and I'm gonna fast forward to the end of the video. But before that, I'll just say that my race ended at the end of lap 6, just before the bell lap, because nerve pain hit me. So the amount of intensity I got in this road race, which was like how many hours? I think just under 2 hours for 73 Ks, was a little bit high, and the stress on my body got, the amount of stress that was put through my system was more than my body could handle, and so I got nerve pain and I had to sit up just at the bell lap. So I sat out for the bell lap and watched the rest of the race. I got some videos of the finish, I think. Let me just forward and have a look. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I will try to figure out how I can get better footage to make it more interesting for future road races. Cheers. That's Pat on the left, who would get second, being beat by a mere little bit. And congrats to Pat on the left in the Midland kit, and to all the winners here, including Dougie, who won the bunch sprint. Well done, mate. Thanks for watching the video, and have a lovely week ahead. Stay upright, have fun, and keep riding.